Leeds United 3, Luton Town 0, and if there was ever a game of two halves, that is one of them. What a game it started out to be. Leeds United were on fire in the early portions of that game. Real high energy. Some good one-touch passing football as well from Leeds. Really impressed with some of the patterns of play. The quick movement of the football. I have to say, I thought we were moving the ball around very nicely out in the wide areas. We were also using that number 10 role very effectively. And we were actually really putting some good patterns of progressive passing football together in that first half. And I was thoroughly impressed with the way that we played. And as you'd expect, when Leeds go 2-0 up at halftime, when Leeds have a lead at halftime to defend with, well, what happens is, as I just adjust my camera there a little bit, is when we go into the second half, what do we tend to do? We tend to put the handbrake on. We tend to park the bus a little bit. Well, not park the bus in the literal sense, but, park the car, put the handbrake on, take our foot off the gas, and really just either allow sides to play their football or just don't really use too much attacking intent of our own. And that's kind of what we showed in the second half there. We were happy and comfortable with the lead that we had. We didn't really want to press too hard to get a fourth goal. We were happy and comfortable with the lead that we had. And eventually ended up nicking a third goal, and to be fair, created a couple of chances in around the last 10 minutes of the game. I thought after Ramazani came on, we looked a lot more energetic, a lot sharper, and a lot more likely to really create maybe another second, third, fourth goal in the game. But before that, it was very flat at times. But it's come to be expected with Leeds, because at the end of the day, it was a professional performance. We did the work we needed to do in the first half. Fortuitous with the goals that we did get. They were quite fortunate in the way that the ball deflected back into Byram's path before he bicycle kicked it, in the way that the keeper passed the ball straight into Joel Piroe's path when he scored his goal from the corner. So we were fortuitous in one sense, but in the other sense, we also are due that luck for the amount of pressure that we do put teams under. So we were due a little bit of luck in there. And when we got the 2-0 lead, we sat back, we looked comfortable. We never really showed too many defensive cracks in there. They had one chance from a corner that Victor Moses got for them, and then they headed it just over the bar. But other than that, we really limited Luton to barely anything in terms of their attacking output, and just showed a controlled, measured performance. And yes, we are back on the top of the table, and that's all that matters, really. So I can sit here and pull out complaints and pull out negativity, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really make a difference, because we're carrying on our momentum, moving up, moving forward, and hopefully we can just keep on with these professional results. Yes, are there still things that I would change about the way that we make substitutions? Yes. Are there still certain things that I think need to be improved, in the fact that we don't kill off teams enough, and then we do sit back and kind of coast through games? And is that a danger with the Leeds against certain sides? Yes, it is. And those are issues that I still will point up and bring up, and there are still issues that I do think need being addressed in that scenario. But having said that, the most important thing is getting results and keeping clean sheets. And we kept a clean sheet today, and we got the result. Because listen, as we've seen, this is a high-scoring game for Leeds this year. It really is. We are not a side that's going to put 4 goals or 5 goals past any team. We saw that against Cardiff when we played them. They had 10 men. They were awful. We battered them the entire game, and we only got 2 goals, edging out a second goal late in the game. So we're not a side that's going to go and beat these teams 4 or 5-0. So we need to make sure we don't concede, because goal difference is looking very tight with the way the table is situated right now, and come the end of the season could be a huge factor as well. So we really need to make sure that we're tight defensively, so that the limited goals we do get do go a further way in terms of boosting our goal difference up. So that's the main problem, I will say. It was very good to see some of the squad rotation as well later on in the game. I liked Gilavogi when he came on. I thought he was a good pass master. It's good to see him get another 5 minutes under his belt. I did like to see Voba play, although I don't know why he came on in the 60th minute for Byram and played left back. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Please, someone educate me on why he played Voba left back. I thought when he was bringing him on, he's going to go 3 at the back or something like that, but he just kept Voba at left back. It was very, very interesting to see, so I didn't quite get that one personally. And then finally, it was really great to see Ramazani back in action. But the question is, where does he play now? Because Dan James, man of the match in my opinion last week, gets dropped for Gnonto. Gnonto is kind of in and out today. Solomon is playing off his skin, out of this world. Solomon is back to his best. That flow state is back. He's playing fucking amazing in terms of his dribbling ability. His turn of pace has been great. His balls into the box have been great. He has been phenomenal recently, has Manor Solomon. So I can't really justify taking him out this side the way things are going right now. And I can't really see Gnonto getting taken out for an extended period of time. Dan James has been fucking different gravy. Scored again today. 2 goals, 2 assists last game as well. He was our man of the match in my opinion. He played great when he came on today. So I don't see how you even get Ramazani in. But you saw in the 5 minutes that he was playing in that number 10 role how fucking good he is. So it really brings up a dilemma. And I want to ask you guys, who are you going to take out to put Ramazani back into the side? How are you going to mix things around? How are you going to change things around to get Ramazani into the side? For me, it's a big question, and it's a big thing that Fark needs to answer, and I'm sure he will answer that question and hopefully make the right decision in terms of who he puts in that position. But it is interesting. It is an interesting dilemma that Leeds United have to face, and obviously a great dilemma. These are the kind of problems you want as a coach of a football club. But yeah, I was very impressed with Ramazani when he came on. And as I said, Solomon fucking amazing in that second half. People criticised him when he first came back from injury, but now he's got that flow state back. Now he's got that rhythm in his rhyme. He's got that pep to his step, and he is looking fucking quality. He is really looking good. He's looking every bit of that price tag that we didn't buy him for because he was a free loan signing. But he's looking every bit of quality that people said he was when he signed for Leeds United, because his change of pace, his balls into the box, his positional awareness, the way he moves his feet, it is just fucking a cut above. So I gotta give Solomon his plaudits today. First half, I thought he was our best player on the pitch, really, some of the things he was doing. Bogle and Byram, again, fucking great, especially Bogle, really improving week in, week out. And I will say about Bogle, I think he prefers playing with Dan James than Gnonto, because the runs Dan James makes in behind really allows Bogle to spray those through balls and really spread them. And unfortunately, Gnonto is a little bit more of a come towards the ball kind of winger, as opposed to a making runs in behind kind of guy for the through ball. And I think Bogle really enjoys playing with Dan James, who's going to spread them and make those runs in behind, because it gives him space and also allows him to play the balls in the box, in behind, sorry, onto DJ. But let me know what you guys think about all of that down in the comment section down below, though. What are your thoughts on Daniel Fark? What are your thoughts on Leeds United? What are your thoughts on the result? Please let me know all of that down in the comment section down below. For now, guys, though, we'll see you very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.